In this video, we're going to do a comparative speed test between Straight Talk Wireless and AT&T. So let's get to it. So on the left, we have the Google Nexus 4 made by LG running on Straight Talk Wireless. On the right, we have the Motorola Atrix 4G running on AT&T Wireless. Now, just to get everybody up to speed, Straight Talk Wireless is an MVNO, and it's a service by TracFone that's sold at Walmart, and of course online, that piggybacks all the major carriers in the United States. So you can get a Straight Talk phone that uses the Verizon wireless network, or you can get one that piggybacks the AT&T network, and I believe the same is true for Sprint and T-Mobile. So we've got the Straight Talk phone piggybacking on the AT&T network, and then we have a phone here, which is the Motorola Atrix 4G, that is running directly on the AT&T network. Now, of course, in your area, speeds may vary. You might not get the greatest coverage. That's just the way wireless works right now. But the purpose of this video is to explore if you get the same coverage with Straight Talk on AT&T or directly with AT&T. So I have not run the speed test as of yet, so this will be new to me too. Now, I have a video posted on my channel that shows you how to set up the Google Nexus 4 with Straight Talk Wireless, and it's a pretty simple process. In that process, you had to type in a couple of settings. That'll allow you to get data, talk, text, and MMS on the phone. Now, when you put those settings in, they will prohibit you from running a speed test on a Straight Talk phone. So in order to get speed tests to work on a Straight Talk phone, you have to go into your settings. So let me show you how to do that. So you want to go into your settings and then wireless networks, and then go down to mobile networks here. And then you want to go to access point names. Now this is what we altered when we got Straight Talk Wireless to work on this device. So I'm just going to click on there. And in those instructions, you had to put something in the proxy field. Well, if you want speed tests to work, you have to go to the proxy field and delete what's in there. I don't know if you can see it here, but it says proxy not set. And once you do that, you can run a speed test on this phone. And so far, I've left it not set, and I haven't had any problems with any other functions on this device. So I'm pretty much going to leave it that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to launch the speed test app on both devices here. So let's see if we can launch them at the same time. And of course, the newer phone pulls it up first. So I have Wi-Fi turned off on both of the devices, which is important because we want to isolate the wireless signal. Now on the Google Nexus 4, I have 4 out of 4 bars lit up. On the Motorola Atrix 4G, I have 4 out of 5 bars lit up. Okay, I'm going to hit the Begin Test button at the same time here. And hopefully they pick the same server, otherwise I'm going to have to manually change it. They pick the same server, so that's good. And it looks like we're getting faster speeds on the Atrix 4G. And it looks like we're getting an upload speed faster on the Nexus 4, which is interesting. Not by a lot, though. Okay, we're going to actually run 3 tests, and we're going to give you an average at the end, which is pretty much customary with the speed tests I've done on my channel before. So the ping is very similar on both, 104 here, 105 there. The download speed over here is 3,890 kilobits per second. Over here, it's 5,069 kilobits per second. So the Atrix was faster on the download. On the upload, it's 1,120 kilobits per second on the Nexus 4. Over here, it's 1,101. So 19 kilobits per second faster on the upload here, which is interesting. We're going to start test number 2 here. and see if we get the same or different results. All right, the test is done, and we have a download speed over here of 2,894 kilobits per second. We have a download speed over here of 4,956 kilobits per second. So about 2,000 kilobits per second faster over here. Now on the Motorola Atrix, the ping is lower. It's 88. Over here, the ping is 112. Upload speed, again, faster on the Nexus 4. It's 1,081 kilobits per second. Over here, it's 1,025 kilobits per second. Not a big difference, but still faster over here. So let's do a final speed test here. All right. It looks like the Atrix 4G bested the Nexus 4 in both categories this time. Now the ping over here was a little slower. It was 109 milliseconds. Over here it's 103. The download speed here is 3,490 kilobits per second. Over here it's 4,516 kilobits per second. The upload speed was the slowest over here in all of the three tests, 952 kilobits per second. Over here we have 1,092 kilobits per second. So even though both devices are running on the same network, I am getting slower speeds on Straight Talk Wireless. The upload speed is very comparable on both devices. Now, in practical use, I've had no problems using Straight Talk Wireless. And even though, as we discovered here, in my area, the speeds are slower on Straight Talk Wireless, it's not by much. And again, in practical use, it's not a slow experience. The other factor to consider here is the price. I'm paying about $45 and change a month for this. I'm paying $92 and change for this a month. So for about $45 less over here, I get less performance, but it's acceptable, especially for the price savings. So the verdict is I'm going to stick with Straight Talk Wireless and dump AT&T. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen until the end of February in 2013, because that's when my AT&T contract expires. But so far I've been extremely happy with my Straight Talk Wireless service. I'm paying half the price over here, but I don't feel like I'm cheated on anything or missing out on anything. So that pretty much does it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. If you like what you see, please subscribe. And if you want to help out my channel, give me a thumbs up or favorite this video. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.